right, we got Minnesota youth hunt. Me and Benny going out on some public land. Right now we're at the top of a ridge. We're hunting some hill country terrain. And our hope is to kind of dive down one of these ravines and just kind of do some still hunting and scout our way in. Hopefully we can find some fresh sign and set up on it. I have a couple spots on the map that I believe look like some really good thermal hubs with a lot of good bedding points that come together. And I think if we go down there and just kind of check a couple of those and see if there's any scrapes, anything else we can collect in terms of intel, we'll go and do that. And then our plan is to be, I don't know, sitting behind some sort of natural ground blind or whatever we can find down in one of those bottoms and just wait for the action to happen. So it's a youth hunt. We got the 300 blackout out and we're excited for the opportunity. Ben and I are starting to kind of walk the field edge here to a spot we kind of want to dip down into, and we're finding a lot of stuff like this. And this looks pretty dried up, so obviously not made real recently, but you can still see the shavings on the ground from the tree that this deer rubbed. So it looks like maybe September, you know, we're middle of October now. This is probably, I mean, look, you can see he hit this pretty good. Some pretty deep divots there. So we're gonna keep an eye out for sign like this and just keep walking and see if we can find more evidence of a buck being around here. A lot of historical sign, a lot of older stuff, you can tell. So a deer definitely wants to be here. It's just a matter of if they're still here or not. Let's do it. just recapping what happened here. We really took our time getting into this thermal hub, and there actually wasn't a lot of really good buck sign, but we were cutting some really nice tracks. And then all of a sudden we got to this little pool of water at the thermal hub. And so our best bet was maybe a deer will come drop down off one of these bedding points and grab a drink of water. And that's exactly what just happened. A 10-pointer just came in. He spotted us at like 17 yards. And my son, Ben here, couldn't get his gun up without the deer noticing. So we just waited and waited. You can see there's like these trees right here, and they're basically that tree right there. And the buck finally got behind that tree, and Ben was able to get the gun up, get the red dot on him. And then what happened from there, Ben?
He walked out just a little bit out of that tree and just a perfect shot. But then when I shot, it just clicked.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
You'll hear it in the video. You'll hear the click, and just it's Dad's fault. I didn't check to make sure the bullet was in there. This is a new gun, and everything seemed to rack just fine. I don't know what happened, but there was no bullet in the chamber. So the deer came straight in. The plan worked. We spent an hour probably walking a quarter mile because it was so crunchy in here. There's just no wind, and it was just so hard getting in here. But Dad really screwed it up on the public land tonight. Ben was awesome. He waited for that deer to get behind that tree before he could pull his gun up because, like I said, it was 17 yards, and that buck just started staring at us. Hopefully you guys can all see it on the video, but we didn't get this on video. But he walked away, or he ran away, and then he snorted at us a few times, and I'm sure he alerted everything in the area. So we're gonna try and still hunt our way back to the truck now because we have kind of a long walk. So thanks for watching.